lame like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh, front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the Bucs on Monday night.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going on a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots.
Goff now on third down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Their struggles this season, Brock, I think, I'm not saying you think, but I think you can put a good chunk of them on this right here. It's tough to win most of your games when you're operating shorthanded.
Well, you can do whatever you want to do, but their fans, they do not want to hear it. They want that next man to step up, and unfortunately, it's just not happening. Listen, injuries mount in this league. We know that, watching this game every single season. And it's those teams that get better, that adapt, that overcome, that improvise. They're the ones who win through those injuries, and those others that don't, well, we see seasons like this one right here.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First down throw from Goff. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And that's going to be batted away, incomplete, so pretty ho-hum way to wrap up our first quarter. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field 1st and goal from the 5. Goff to the air now. Looking for an open man. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Goff setting the throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's Carter on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing is gone. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On 1st down, it's gone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Cedric Gray. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Hauled in left side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Straight ahead, it's Irving. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. The Lions out in front. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have 2nd down and 5. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge.
The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Bucs are in great shape to begin the drive already in enemy territory. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
On the give, this is Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Has his man, it's Corley. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. Looking to the air here. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions offense returning to the field. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has a man, it's Brooks.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throw is caught by the back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Irving here from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They go play action on 1st. And they pick him off again. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, Goff. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Goff on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The Lions readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Irving hauls it in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Finds a man right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 6 now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Tampa spends its second timeout now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 37. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
Throwing off the play fake here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this stays a 3-possession game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looking to throw. Gone. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. They go play action with Goff. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing a 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. One of the tight ends motioning right. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down.
Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Michael Penix, as sharp as you can be throwing the football, 6 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory as his guys move to 3-1 after 4 games. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Evans now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Buccaneers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this one, well, I think we all know it's going to be a tough one to watch again on film, but a lot to be learned from this showing here, right? He's been intercepted 4 times, and it's been real tough to get a good read on what the coverage has been doing to stop him. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers, 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. So this one goes against the offense. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Irving on the inside give. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a gain of 3, but that still leaves him with 2nd and 17. He's going to throw this one. Complete out to the right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Now a carry by Irving. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Right back to Irving now. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. They'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now before the punt, not sure what the issue was, but we have a timeout from the kicking team. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. This offense making its way back out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's Gong. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them Hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Got his target. It's Otten. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Complete out to the right. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Running right, it's Irving. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Once again, Irving. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run this with Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has it down close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it an 11-point ball game. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Brought in right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the give, it's Brooks. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Motion man sent left. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Third and long for him here. And that's knocked away, getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Completes this one to Otten. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going with Irving here. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 43. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Throwing now from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 43-yard line.
Carry here for Irving. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
And the Buccaneers, first down.
Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, and they go right back to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Handoff headed right, Irving. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6. Let's go now.
Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Their offense running back out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Hand off here for Brooks. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Lions leading by 8. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running once more with Brooks. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Brooks. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So the Lions get the win on the road. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.